Uh, this I mentioned earlier regarding the balancing of equipments. So I always used to give a target for everybody. Even for my children, I used to give a target that you have, to come third at least in the class. Knowing fully well that they can come first or second. But I will say third, so that it is an achievable situation. They will have face saving if instead of first, second they come third. And if you see in a particular class they were coming fourth or fifth, I'll tell them you must be within the first 6 ranks. So the same principle I would employ here, and then go on, gradually increasing it. And analyzing the best month's production figures and the worst month's production figures, check average monthly production, and no incentive for achieving average monthly production. You have to achieve more than that, because the mean of the maximum and the lowest, etc. And these figures were made public. In many companies, many a time in the manufacturing industries, the machines don't work for a certain number of hours. There is some breakdown, something that happens. And it takes away a lot of production, and it disturbs the seal loss. So, I used to have for the maintenance engineers, maintenance service people, an incentive which is based on the downtime that is allowed, permitted. If it exceeds that, there will be a deduction from your incentives. So, if the salary is going to be 5,000 for somebody, I would call salary as 4,000, 1,000 as an incentive. Now, in that 1,000 incentive, if they did not achieve, the deduction will take place. But if they have, achieved it, then instead of, that 1,000, it can become 2,000, it can become 3,000 also. So, working out an incentive scheme was very important where people can achieve, and the company should not be losing with their achievement. The defective materials which can affect, the quality of the product that you are producing. And sometimes the suppliers do provide less than the standard material. So for that, I would hold the purchase department and the material management personnel, that is those who are in purchase side, and give them a disincentive or an incentive. What I am trying to say is that every person within the company, I had to think about how to create an incentive for the person. The 2 or more vendors should also be there. And that I tried to inculcate in these companies where for certain products there was a single vendor. I said it shouldn't happen. It's very clear what is stated there, that if the materials you are consuming, a 10% increase in the material cost, how will it affect the final cost of the product? But more than the final cost, how does it affect the loss or the profit of the company? That is what I would always say. That look, because you bought this product at this price, we will be required to spend 10 lakhs more in this year. And that is a clean loss to the company. And some, price fixation I used to do. So this is the average that you must get. More than that, less than that will be much better. Stores people. do not feel that they have any obligations of any kind towards the management. The stocks come, they stock it, and if it's to be issued to some departments, they will issue it, and that's the end. But no, they should, you see, be held responsible for if there is excess stocking, because they are conscious, they are aware. They have to bring to the notice of the management. And also, no dead stock should remain. So, at last, you see, I come to an end. I thank Mr. Banerjee. That thanks to Mr. Bhatia, he let me, you see, exceed the time which he had granted to me to speak to you. And I thank you all not for getting up and walking out, which you could have done easily.
So as we know that in today's world, the corporate governance play a major role. The corporate governance play a major role in forming the ethics. So suppose, sir, in today's scenario, when the rules are set, it's upon the employees to follow them. So they are not following it. So in that case, what should the top management do to maintain the legacy of the company?
Correct. Now, in general, does it or does it not happen that it makes big news if somebody has done something wrong? And if somebody has done something right, it doesn't make news. So, if out of 100 people, 5 have been dishonest, 95 are not, it is the 5 about whom people will keep talking and talking and talking. So much that it will appear that those 5 seems to be 100 or 99. People are like that. So if you see you are clear on that, and if you believe like that, you will be yourself honest. Let nobody be honest, but I am going to be. That is what you see you need to do. And believe it or not, your, you see, superiors will appreciate in due course. And to be honest and yet get things done requires a much greater effort. So that much greater effort you must be prepared to put in. And you will have to find out ways and means of getting it done honestly. Dishonestly, there is one, you see, easy way. You pay the money and you can be done. But for getting it done honestly, it is much more difficult.